Hi, welcome to Suspended in Thought. I wanted to pause for a moment and ground us back in why I'm doing this. Ever since I can remember, I've been trying to understand what it means to be human, to exist in this world with others. And everything I've studied, explored, and pursued has always circled back to that inquiry. I studied English literature in school, which first showed me the complexity of human beings through fiction. Then sociology, which gave me my first real lens for understanding the world and our place within it. From there, I moved into liberal arts, which opened up different frameworks and ways of thinking. And eventually, I found my home in philosophy. Or more truthfully, it found me. And although that pursuit was always alive in me, I think one person helped me trust it fully. 23 years ago, I met someone who unknowingly altered the course of my life. This one's for him. It was 2003. I was 16 years old, studying sociology in an all-girls school in Lahore, Pakistan. And that's when I met him, our sociology teacher, Sir Babri JS. From the moment he walked into class, something opened up for me. He challenged everything: authority, conventions, social norms, the way we were taught to think. He made sociology feel alive, not like a subject confined to textbooks, but something unfolding around us constantly. And somewhere in all of that, he made me see that a life shaped by questioning was not only possible, but meaningful. You'd usually find him in the middle of some deep conversation in the corner, sarcastic in style and endlessly inquisitive in thought. And we were all drawn to him like moths to a flame. In preparation for our HSC exams, he started evening tuition classes. And I remember absolutely devouring sociology books. Not because I had to, but because for the first time, learning felt palpable to me. And he kept bringing more and more books, far beyond what the syllabus required. And looking back now, I realize something important. In a short span of 2 years, maybe, he helped give me a way of thinking. He made questions feel imperative, not just something to ask, but something that shapes how we come to understand people, the world, and ourselves. He made me see that what we ask and how we ask it ultimately shapes what we are able to see. And that it wasn't the answers that mattered most, but the act of seeking. And suddenly, sociology no longer felt like a subject to study. It felt like a way of seeing, and I couldn't wait to see it. So I studied obsessively for my exam, day and night, reading more than I can count. And for the first time in my life, I genuinely felt like I had found what I was meant to do. Then in 2005, result day came. I went in with my friends fairly confidently to collect our grades. And my sociology one was average. Maybe a B or a C. I honestly don't even remember anymore. What I do remember is how devastated I felt. I had given this everything. And at 17 years old, I genuinely believed those grades now said something about me. About my intelligence, about my ability, about whether I was actually good enough. I remember throwing my certificate and running out. Thankfully, my friends had way more sense than I did and they kept it safe. They gave it back to me years later. We all went out afterwards to Zouk, which felt like this quintessential restaurant of our teenage years. Some people were celebrating, and I just sat there on this big long table on the one end, head down, completely disillusioned. Then suddenly, one of my friends tapped me on the shoulder from behind and handed me her phone. "It's Sir Babri," she said. "He wants to talk to you." I crouched forward, and what he said next fundamentally and irrevocably redefined my relationship with learning. This isn't verbatim, but I remember the essence of it as if it was yesterday. He said, "Ghazal, do you really think your grades reflect how much you've learned? Can something like this truly determine understanding? What you've learned cannot fit the narrow margins of an exam paper. Don't let this define who you are and what you know inside." And something solidified inside of me after that conversation. Because at my lowest, he gave me permission to stop reducing knowledge to quantifiable validation. He made me see when it mattered the most that understanding was for how we live. That seeking knowledge was not just a means to an end, it was the end. And I've carried that lesson with me ever since, into my studies, into my teaching, into my writing, and into this channel. I later went on to teach sociology and philosophy myself. And funnily, it wasn't until years later that I realized I had unconsciously been emulating him, because he had given me the framework of how to be a vessel for reflection. And when I really think about it, everything I'm doing here is an extension of that same lifelong pursuit. Not trying to arrive at certainty, just trying to understand, to question, to reflect, to stay in inquiry. Sir Babri passed away in 2018. And before ending this, I wanted to leave you with a few words from a farewell note he wrote for us back in 2005. Words that in many ways still feel like instructions for living. Your dreams define you. Life is never about winning. It's about living. Grades and laurels don't define education. Learning does. Have the courage to see the truth about yourself and others. Be good. Be true. Live well. Sir Babri. And I think I've been trying to live inside those words ever since.